Namaskar, Jai Shri Krishna. Glorifying text 29, text 30 and text 31 of chapter 1, the first step in God realization of second canto, the cosmic manifestation of Srimad Bhagavatam. Text 29. Indra dayo bahava ahuru sraha karnau dishaha shrotram mushya shabdaha na satyada srau parmasya nase dhrano asya gandho mukham agni rithaha. His arms are the demigods headed by Indra. The 10 directional sides are his ears and physical sound is his sense of hearing. His nostrils are the two Ashwini Kumaras and material fragrance is his sense of smell. His mouth is the blazing fire. The description of the gigantic form of the personality of Godhead made in the 11th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita is further explained here in the Srimad Bhagavatam. The description in the Bhagavad Gita 11.30 runs as follows. O Vishnu, I see you devouring all people in your blazing mouths and covering all the universe by your immeasurable rays. Scorching the worlds you are manifest. In that way, Srimad Bhagavatam is the postgraduate study for the student of the Bhagavad Gita. Both of them are the science of Krishna, the absolute truth, and so they are interdependent. The conception of the Virata Purusha or the gigantic form of the Supreme Lord is said to include all the dominating demigods as well as the dominated living beings. Even the minutest part of a living being is controlled by the empowered agency of the Lord. Since the demigods are included in the gigantic form of the Lord, worship of the Lord, whether in his gigantic material conception or in his eternal transcendental form as Lord Shri Krishna, also appeases the demigods and all the other parts and parcels, as much as watering the root of a tree distributes energy to all of the tree's other parts. Consequently, for a materialist also, worship of the universal gigantic form of the Lord leads one to the right path. One need not risk being misled by approaching many demigods for fulfillment of different desires. The real entity is the Lord himself and all others are imaginary, for everything is included in him only. Text 30. Dyaurkshini chakshur bhuta patangaha pakshamani vishno rahani ubhecha tada bruvi jrumbhaha parmeshthi dhishnya mapo asya talurasa eva jivva. The sphere of outer space constitute his eye pits and the eyeball is the sun as the power of seeing. His eyelids are both the day and night, and in the movements of his eyebrows the Brahma and similar supreme personalities reside. His palate is the director of water Varun and the juice or essence of everything is his tongue. To common sense, the description in this verse appears to be somewhat contradictory because sometimes the sun has been described as the eyeball and sometimes as the outer space sphere. But there is no room for common sense in the injunctions of the Shastras. We must accept the description of the Shastras and concentrate more on the form of the Virata Roop than on common sense. Common sense is always imperfect, whereas the description in the Shastras is always perfect and complete. If there is any incongruity, it is due to our imperfection and not the Shastras. That is the method of approaching Vedic wisdom. Text 31. Chandam syanan tasya shiro grunanti damashtra yamaha sneha kala dvijani haso janon madakari cha maya duranta sargo yada panga mokshaha. They say that the Vedic hymns are the cerebral passage of the Lord and his jaws of teeth are Yama, god of death, who punishes the sinners. The art of affection is his set of teeth and the most alluring, illusory material energy is his smile. This great ocean of material creation is but the casting of his glance over us. According to Vedic assertion, this material creation is the result of the Lord's casting a glance over the material energy, which is described herein as the most alluring, illusory energy. The conditioned souls who are allured by such materialism should know that the material temporary creation is simply an imitation of the reality and that those who are captivated by such alluring glances of the Lord are put under the direction of the controller of sinners called Yamraj. The Lord smiles affectionately, displaying his teeth. The intelligent person who can grasp these truths about the Lord becomes a soul fully surrendered unto him. Hare Krishna.